Everything changes except change itself. Real estate industry not excluded. Come mid-July 2024, major changes are coming to the real estate industry with how residential properties have been bought and sold for decades. These new changes will likely make purchasing the American dream far more difficult for first-time buyers. And here's why. Hello again, this is real estate broker Daryl Williams with Win-Win Realtors here in Southern California. If you are new here and you like our content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Let's get started. What is that major change that is likely to make buying a house far more difficult if you are a first-time buyer? That change is the seller is not likely to pay for the buyer's representation in the sales transaction. After mid-July 2024, the buyers will likely need money for a down payment, money for closing costs, money for discount points in order to decrease the monthly payment. Now, money for representation in the sales transaction. What can first-time home buyers do to put themselves in a position where the cost of a mortgage can be as minimal as possible? That is done by keeping your credit scores as high as possible. The higher your credit scores are, the more options you have in terms of mortgage products to choose from. So, if you are thinking about buying a home in the near future, here are some critically important do's and don'ts when preparing for or applying for a residential home loan. Do get pre-approved or pre-qualified at minimum. Pre-approval is an underwriter or a person that makes a decision about a loan has had an opportunity to review your documentation, your verification documents. Normally, when you are pre-qualified, a person has asked you about your income and at most run your credit report. However, if they run your credit report, there is an opportunity right there for you to determine the accuracy of items on your credit report and start handling those issues at that time. Do address all derogatory items on your credit report as quickly as possible. Pay them off or bring them current, or make sure the ones that are inaccurate are removed. Do, if necessary, prepare letters of explanation on things like collection accounts, public records, inquiries on your credit, and other issues which you know are erroneous. Now, let's take a look at some of the don'ts when preparing for or applying for a residential home loan. Don't apply for any new lines of credit if you have sufficient lines of credit. When you apply for a new line of credit, it could change your qualifying ratios, and you could easily go from being able to qualify to not being able to qualify. Don't make any new major purchases, such as a new car, a new truck, a new boat, anything that will add to your debt, again, changing your ratio. Sometimes when we're purchasing a home, we get excited, rightfully so, and we go out and buy new furnishings and appliances. That could wind up being a major mistake. Don't do that. Don't be late on any of your current payments while you are in the process of applying for or preparing for a home loan. Question of the day. Are you planning on buying a home after mid-July 2024? If so, I really want to know, how are you planning to pay for your representation in that transaction? Let us know in the comments below. The real estate market is changing, you guys. And one of the best things that you could do to reduce costs is to keep your credit and your credit scores in order. One of the things that we can start changing is our attitude about credit. There's a saying that goes like this: if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So in other words, get your credit and your credit scores in order and keep them that way. I'm Darrell Williams. This is Win-Win Realtors TV. If you have any questions for me, don't hesitate to contact me.